Yo, what's up? Welcome back. Welcome to new. My name is Mark, and today we are back with another Twisted-Wonderland reaction. We are now starting the ceremonial robes vignettes. We just finished the dorm uniforms. Those were just the last one was Cater. That was just uploaded yesterday, and so now I am excited to get into the next one. We're starting with the Riddle vignette, of course, for ceremonial robes. This is called "What is Your Verdict?" Now, the reason I'm starting with the ceremonial robes is because they are, I think, the second longest after the dorm uniforms. And so I want to get these taken care of first, and then move on to the school uniforms, PE uniforms, and lab uniforms. I'm cool with whatever order you guys want me to go in, so just leave a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see after the ceremonial robes. And of course, I am ready to get into this, but as always, if you want to see these early access, you can check it out on Patreon in the description down below. There is an early access tier for $1.50 that will just give you all all early access reactions that I do. For now, it'll just be the Twisted-Wonderland stuff, but who knows, it might be in the future something else. But that's only if you want to get early access. You don't have to, but be nice. I always appreciate the support, and of course, leave comments down below what your thoughts are on what I have to say in this reaction, as always. And of course, shout out to Songstress Studios once again for the vignette. Make sure you hit the like button. The link to the original will be in the description down below. Show some love over there. And while you're here on my channel, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, ding the notification bell, hype the video on the YouTube mobile app. And I have yapped on long enough. Let us get into this. I'm going to put myself over here for now. I might move myself over, depending. Let's do this. Ceremonial Robes 1. What is your verdict? Riddle Rose Hearts. Mirror Chamber. I am aware that the ceremonial robes take place before the anime starts, so I know that. It'll be very interesting to see early episode 1, episode 2 Riddle, and so on and all that. So this will be interesting. State your name, the Dark Mirror. Orientation is a solemn occasion. Would it truly aggrieve these freshmen to observe some decorum? Valid, man. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you, Riddle. You know what? Pretty good. The robes are pretty cool. I'm not sure how I feel about the hood. He looks... I assume all the characters have the hoods on. With the hoods up, they kind of look like they're in a dungeon. Or they're going to torture someone in a dungeon. Although, yeah, I could see Riddle doing that. Maybe. Early episodes, yeah, I could see him torturing someone. If they break the rules, enough. I don't know. Anyways, I don't blame him, man. Orientation is a solemn occasion. Interesting. Huh. I don't know if I've ever been to a school with orientation. I don't think I have. Interesting. And of course, it would agree these freshmen, yeah. I can only hope that the more poised among them will find their way into Hearts of Yo, me too, man, me too. Oh. Riddle, buddy. I just realized, you gotta deal with Ace in the future. Damn. I don't envy Season 1, Episode 1 Riddle at all for having to deal with, that. Crowley. Wow. I'll be so real here. I basically forgot he existed. Cause the only reason I even remembered Crowley existed up until now is because I was actually going back and watching some of my early my season 1 episode 1 through 8 reactions, because I just wanted to see what was going on with the anime, especially to prepare for season 2 coming up. And I remember one episode in particular, I was all excited about Crowley doing something. That's how little I remember of him. Damn, man. It's so weird to see him. Next is Ace Trapola. Is it Trapola or Trapola? I've been calling him Trapola. Like Travolta, John Travolta. I've been calling him Trapola. Ace Trapola, please stand before the mirror. I do love Crowley's drip. Crowley has impeccable drip. Impeccable taste in clothing, man. Not sure about the mask, though. Is the mask necessary, or is that more of a fashion statement? What? Me already? I know, right, man? This one cannot even muster a proper fight. Oh, yeah. You pitied yourself, do you? Damn, poor Riddle, man. The nature of your soul is Heart's Labial. What? I know, right? Called it. That's the one my brother got when he went here, so I kind of figured, yeah. Yeah, I remember. Like, we knew in the anime at least one point we learned that he had a brother, I'm pretty sure. I just didn't really remember that until the his vignette that we did, I'm pretty sure. With the magic tricks and all that, we learned about his brother. He had a brother. I hope we learn more about him, but I've also seen some comments either on my anime reactions or one of these kind of reactions where about how not much is even known about Ace in the game. Apparently, I don't know if that's still true to this day because season 1 aired like 8 months ago, so things could have changed, but I hope we learn more about Ace at some point. They look like Dark Lords. You there, quickly return to your seat once your assignment had been finalized. Yeah. I have no tolerance for rule breakers and Heart's Labial. Henceforth you will comply. Yeah. Yeah, Riddle. Oh. I'll have to drill those basic manners into him before I even get started on the Queen's laws. Oh man. You should just give up on trying to drill anything into him, man. He just likes to dig holes. You'll soon learn that. I will say though. What was I gonna say? I had a thought, but then I didn't say it immediately, so I actually gotta rewind. I'm pretty sure something was said. I have no tolerance for rule breakers and Heart's Labial, henceforth you will comply. I'm pretty sure I was gonna say something. I'm trying to remember. I gotta go back again. You there, Chloe? Once your assignment has been finalized. I have no tolerance for rule breakers and Heart's Labial, henceforth you will comply. Oh! Now I remember what I was gonna say. It took me rereading that a few times. What Riddle needed early on, and even now, probably, if we're being honest here, what Riddle needed was antacids. Because I can imagine, like, all the stress getting to him, man. Like, he probably would, I would not be surprised if he had heartburn from all the stress, man. Heartburn, stomach ache, he needs some antacids, probably. That'd probably help him. Anyways. Henceforth, you will comply. Oh, yeah. I forgot to skip forward. Oh well. Oh, I do if all this year's freshmen are like him. Don't worry, man. Enma, is not like him, man. I had to remember. I remembered Emma, but I didn't remember if it was you or not. But Emma's the GOAT, man. I still have no idea. Do we know for certain what they're gonna do for season 2? Because I do know that like every season or every book has like a different main character because like a playable character. It's not like a drawn out character. Do we know if they're gonna use Enma again for season 2? I kind of hope they do, only because we spent season 1 getting to know him. That's mainly why, and also because I want them to reuse the opening. Bro, if they don't use the same opening song, I'm gonna be pissed. It's so catchy. It showcases basically every student in all the dorms, so they can reuse it. And also, it shows Emma at the end of the opening for the anime. Or is it? They use that song for the game too, I assume, right? I don't know. I didn't actually look into the opening and ending songs too much for like how they're connected to the game at all. But like, I actually am curious if they're gonna actually use Emma or not. Because in anime, it makes sense if they do. I already said this, but I'm gonna say it again because it helps me to remember if I'm gonna say anything else. It makes sense if they do because we spent season 1 getting to know him, and I suspect that a lot of people will probably be turned off if it's a completely different main character next season. If I'm being honest here, like I want it mainly because we got to know Emma and I grew to like his character, but I'm sure I'd end up liking the next main character that they choose is a girl, I'm pretty sure. And so, like, I'm sure I'd end up liking her as well. But I suspect a lot of people will not come back to the anime if they start with the anime, if it's their main character. Anyways, we're a minute 28 seconds in, bro. And I've already been yapping probably for like 5 minutes, man, if not more. That's what you all come here for, I really hope. Actually, why do you all come to watch my reactions? Genuinely, I am actually very curious. Is it because I talk a lot? Because that's what I do. I talk a lot in almost every video that I record, not just here for Twisted-Wonderland, but everything. Is it just because I talk a lot? I mean, I'm glad if that is, but I am curious why you all still watch my reactions. Anyways, let's continue. What will I do with all this use fresh? Don't worry, Emma's not like them, man. Whisper, murmur, and the muttering resumes. Of course it does, man. Riddle. Riddle, you gotta stop, man. You're gonna get heartburn early, even earlier than I expected, man. Oh, Sebek. We've definitely seen him before. I just don't remember which dorm he's from. Also, the Hood. I identify quite a few of the characters by their hair. What dorm they're in, I should say. What dorm they're in. By their hair. Can't see his hair. I have no idea. I also don't have all the names written down or memorized. We're in the middle of the dorm assignment ceremony. Comport yourselves with dignity and cease your whispering. Oh, that freshman. Yeah. Your indecent conduct brings shame down upon all freshmen, myself included. That's right. You tell them, ma'am. Ceremonies require a certain sobriety. We may yet be callow, but we are all mages in the making. Act like it. I get the first part. Ceremonies require a certain sobriety. Like it's like a sobering moment that you gotta kind of be serious for. We may yet be callow, but we are all mages in the making. I'm not sure what callow means. If I were in the position of reacting to this stuff on like a computer, which long story, don't have a computer, saving up for a new one. But if I was doing it over there, I'd be able to look it up on my phone. I can't, so let me know in the comments down below what callow means. I'm guessing it's like new, right? Is that what it means, new? Callow? But maybe, I don't know. Anyways, we are all mages in the training, act in the making, act like it. Yeah, that's right. You tell them, Sebek. You tell them. Also, random question, and I've definitely asked this before, either in an anime reaction or in one of the earlier reactions I've done. There's war, obviously, in this world, right? Do you think they train child soldiers, essentially, or whatever? Like, I know this probably isn't that serious of a game, of a world and all that, so it probably doesn't cover war and stuff. But the thought has crossed my mind before of like, especially when I see the word, like when I see the phrase like we are all mages in the making, my mind goes to like magic schools that train mages for battle and stuff like that. I read a lot of stories, bro. So like I have a lot of stuff that I can draw from. But like, is there war in this world? Because like technically I know there's technically like a battle mechanic in the game, but like I doubt it's I say I doubt because I don't actually know. I don't know if it's like serious like a life or death battle or anything like that. And again, I doubt it's that serious of a game in that regard. But I do wonder if there's like war, and if like any of the students ever get sent off to war, man. It's not an important question. It's just a question. And when I ask questions like these, it again makes me wonder why you all still watch me. That certainly settled them down. At least there's one sensible head in this year's class. Exactly. You gotta count your don't count your chickens before they hatch. No. Don't you gotta count your blessings. Yeah. Yeah. Count your blessings, there's at least one sensible head. You're gonna Oh, okay, actually no, I'd say Deuce is a pretty sensible, honestly. Like, yeah, he has his moments. But let me rephrase. Let me say it like this. If I had to choose in a life or death situation who I'd rather rely on, Ace or Deuce, I'd choose Deuce in a heartbeat. Not only because he has experience fighting, if I needed to, if I needed him in like a life or death situation, but also he's actually smart in his own way. I do not trust Ace to have my back in a situation that like requires like calm thinking and stuff like that. Genuinely, right now at least. Later on, he might grow on me to the point where, yeah, I'm a ride or die for him. But not right now. We're only 2 minutes in, man, roughly. He should be assigned a dorm soon. Yeah. If he ends up in Hearts Leviole, I may put him in charge of the freshmen. He's not, unfortunately, man. It'd definitely help your heart rate, your stress levels, man. Because here's the thing. Even after he overblots and he starts getting character development, bro's still stressed out, man. He still experiences stress. It's not like he's a suddenly different character. He's just growing as a person. So, like, my comment about antacid and, like, stress management, he definitely needs that, man. He needs to find some ways to relieve stress, bro. Otherwise, he might actually have a heart attack. I definitely said this many times in the anime. Bro's gonna have a heart attack before he's 25. No, I shouldn't entertain hypotheticals. Exactly, man. You gotta temper your expectations. Sebek Zigvolt. Zigvolt? Zigvolt. Please stand before the mirror. Yes, sir. The moment of truth. Nature of soul is... Diasomnia. 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 That's... Lilia. Malleus? And I don't remember the other two. Is Sebek one of the people with Lilia that we see in the anime? Would not surprise me. But only reason I remember Lilia is I love Lilia's design so much, bro. And from what we saw of him, he's so fun. And I do have someone did recommend a Lilia vignette that I'm gonna be checking out sometime. I might intersperse vignettes that like aren't super spoiler heavy. I will take like non-super heavy spoiler non-spoiler heavy vignettes that aren't Hearts Leviole. Like they're like minor details that the anime is likely to not cover. I'll check out the vignettes for them. Genuinely, I'm down to keep checking out these vignettes, man. So taking all that into account, anyways, Lilia, Malleus, and now Sebek. Cool. Did I hear right? You heard right, man. How unfortunate. He was put in another dorm. I know, right, man? It's so unfortunate. Sorry, Riddle. Oh yeah, baby. Woohoo. I'm in the same dorm. It was Malleus. Poor Riddle, man. Bro got all like, he was serious, but now he's like, hell yeah. It's a party boy, man. I actually know he's a party boy. Huh? Thank you very much. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. No, you did not. Hey, I appreciate that Sebek is like, can be serious though. I appreciate when characters can be serious, but they can also lighten up. Riddle's the exception to that rule because I love him as a serious character, but even though he doesn't super lighten up, I still love him as a character. But otherwise, I usually prefer characters that are serious but can lighten up. There are exceptions, of course. As I said, Riddle, Nanami from Jujutsu Kaisen, I can't think of any other serious characters right now that can lighten up like that. Anyways, What's this? Let's continue. No, you did not imagine that abrupt character term, Riddle. Sports field. Ooh. Okay, cool. No sooner does orientation end than we must solicit our clubs. There isn't a moment's rest. Damn. Silver, silver, silver. You're in. Silver, silver. You're in same dorm as Rook, I believe. I am going based off hair color. Completely honest here. As I said earlier, I remember characters usually in their dorms based on hair color. Of course, some characters are more like memorable to me. So there's that. But like Silver, I think he's in the same dorm as Rook. Okay, is the dorm that Rook's in the Loan Shark bar dorm? Oh, okay. So I might need to give you some context if you don't remember. At least I hope you probably do. I'm the one who's playing catch up here. But in the anime, at one point there's a scene in a what I initially called a like host club or something like that. I called it some kind of club. It's a host club, I'm pretty sure. I called it a host club. Even though it's apparently not a host club, it's a cafe. Yeah, I was quickly corrected on that. But we see some like guys that I clocked in the it was the maybe not what the anime, it was Dorm Song, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I don't remember their dorm name though. But like them. Is Silver with them? That's what I'm trying to ask. Club activities and electives have a tremendous impact on one's daily schedule. Thus, it is most prudent to decide them as soon as possible. Makes sense, yeah. Ooh, what kind of clubs and electives do you think they have? Do you think they have a photography club? Seriously. It sounds generic and probably why would they have one? But photography club. Photography's pretty cool. Well, I was about to say no, they wouldn't have the technology. No, they definitely have the technology. They probably have cameras. Do they have cameras? They have phones, or some people have phones. I actually have no idea how many people have phones or not. The point is, do they have a photography club or something similar to that? Because I went to college for photography. I did not graduate college. No, I dropped out college. Not for me. But when I was in high school, none of the schools I was in actually had clubs or anything like that, which kind of sucked. If they had a photography, I would have been in it. That's a little more about me. College dropout. I stayed in college for about a month, but then I dropped out. It genuinely half the stuff that I would have learned from there. I could learn that just by practice, man. For photography specifically, like, yeah, it wasn't worth it. Okay, another question. Not related to this. How many of you are in college? Either graduated or currently attending or planning to go to college? And what major? I'm curious. Have you been neglecting your preparation, Silver? Okay, so Riddle knows Silver. Does Riddle mingle with other students outside the dorm? It sounds like a stupid question, but this is Riddle we're talking about. Actually, no, it would make sense, actually. It was probably hammered into him by his mother. Probably not physically, but it was probably hammered into him to make connections with people in different dorms and stuff like that, and of like similar status. So he'd probably go outside the dorm for that. I probably answered my own question, but how'd they meet? Let's ask that. As sophomores, we are the wind beneath our fledgling freshmen's wings. We cannot fail them. True. That's so poetic, Riddle. I know. I've got it under control. Though we've yet to have any freshmen come our way. Damn, man. Like he started with more popular clubs like Spell Drive. Spell Drive! Ooh! What's Spell Drive? Tell me about Spell Drive. That sounds fun. But also, honestly, I think Spell Drive is probably the last club I'd go to. Simply because it's popular. Because, for me, I don't like people. Okay, it's not that I don't like people. I don't like spending massive amounts of time with lots of people all the time. Like, I can do it, like, classes at school, obviously, I can do that. But I don't like, if I was in this, like, but that's also because I kind of have to, because it's, like, school and all that. But with clubs, if my school had clubs, I'd probably choose a club that interests me that wasn't popular. I don't know what club they're in again. Track and field, maybe? I have no idea. But I'd probably choose their club. Also because they look chill. From a distance, they look chill. Well, we went to all the effort of wearing our ceremonial robes, so someone had better show. We went to all the effort of wearing our ceremonial robes. Is that like a big deal? I am uncultured in the world of Twisted-Wonderland. Apologies, Riddle and Silver, but is that normal to not wear ceremonial robes here? And I was right. Characters look a lot better without the hood up. The hood it makes... I know what it is. The hood up makes them all look like generic NPCs. That's what it is. Until you see their faces. But from like a distance, they all just look like generic cult members. Such impatience serves no purpose. Exactly, man. I doubt there are many freshmen who would come straight to the equestrian club before all others. Equestrian club. Horses, right? I feel like I definitely have seen a comment on one of my many videos now. Of the many videos that I've done, I definitely seen at least one comment mentioning equestrian club. Like, it clicked the moment I saw it on screen. Okay, interesting. Horses. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that fits Riddle perfectly. Because, like, we saw how he is with the, not the horses, with the hedgehogs. And presumably the flamingos, he's also probably nice with them, too. Yeah, I could see that. His horse is probably happy to, be his partner, man. Assuming that's how it works. I don't know how equestrian club works, man. I've never ridden a horse. I want to ride a horse at least once, man. I think it'd be an experience. I didn't say fun, because I do not know. But I think it'd be an experience. Silver does not look like someone who'd be in the equestrian club, though. I'd say he looks more like someone who'd be in... Genuinely? I think I could see him in a home ec club. Or like a book club. I don't know why. Aside from what we've seen of him so far, from what he said, and his like appearance, like he just looks like someone who'd be in a home ec club, like the leader of the home ec class or whatever. Sevik, excuse me, but is this where I can observe the equestrian club? Bro, your hair is something. Is that mint green? That's mint green, I think. Mint green. The green outfits, that's not surprising. I know that because Diasomnia, they're really, really nice looking green for a shade. But his hair, though, it's like a lighter tealish mint green. Why does he look like a teacher? Like, it's definitely the hair and also the stance. But he kind of looks like he'd be a teacher. Anyways. Well, now, I stand corrected. Yes, you do. Wait, aren't you that one from orientation? Yes, he is. Ceremonial Robes 2, what is your verdict? Sports field, hell yeah. If I recall, your name is Sebek Ziegvold. You are our first visitor. Unfortunate, man. How do you know my name? If he can remember 802 or 803 rules, he can remember some names, man. Let's be completely honest there. Of course, Sebek doesn't know that, but like, remembering your name is the least of your worries, man. Huh. Does Riddle? Okay, does he apply the rules, the Queen of Hearts rules, outside of his dorm? I assume not. I would assume like members from different dorms fall under the purview and authority of like their own dorms. Huh. Yeah, I still don't know why anyone wouldn't show up to Equestrian Club. Even if it's just to like be near Riddle. Riddle seems cool, man. I'm still a Riddle glazer, man. You are the house lord of Hearts Labule, yes? For you to already know the freshmen of our dorms. Again, that's Lacey Rewards, man. You can remember a lot more than that. Could it be? Are you a spy sent to uncover Diasomnia's deepest secrets? Oh, and the OST picks up too, bro. Okay. You know, I would laugh this off any other time if it was from someone else, from a different dorm. But because it's Diasomnia, I would believe it that there are people like sending spies to try to uncover Diasomnia's deepest secrets. Like Lilia's deepest secret. My theory for Lilia when we first met him is that he's like some kind of vampire. But like I'm sure there are other secrets like that that are like actually kind of dark. Maybe it's Diasomnia. I don't remember much about Diasomnia. Just that it's Maleficent, Malleus. Maybe. Is Malleus a dragon? Don't answer that. Obviously, if that's probably a spoiler. But that's the vibe I got from him. That's another secret, man. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I can definitely see people sending spies to learn Diasomnia's deepest secrets. Sebek. Oh, you know him? You know him? I see now. When I observed you at orientation, I mistakenly believed you to be a man of diligence and decorum. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. Even Riddle can make mistakes, man. Wild to think about. That smile on Riddle's face, though, is so... It's so serene. It's like all his expectations plummeted. And so now he's just serenely saying all this, man. 5 minutes in, bro. Jesus Christ, I've been talking for at least 20-30 minutes. Feels like it. Like all other Diasomnia students, your well-mannered facade belies your super... Hold on. I need to take a drink first, then I gotta actually read that again. Like all other Diasomnia students, your well-mannered facade belies your supercilious nature. Okay, so Diasomnia students have a reputation. Okay. Okay, bear with me on this part, what I'm about to say, because I don't have many references to go off. References that aren't Disney Twisted-Wonderland to go off of. Is Diasomnia kind of like Slytherin from Harry Potter? I hope some people are familiar with Harry Potter. I mean, the only reason I remember Harry Potter is because I read fan fiction quite a bit of Harry Potter and other stuff. But Slytherin, they have a reputation outside of the other dorms. Is Diasomnia the same way, man? And supercilious, I'm guessing that's like suspicious? That's just like a fancy way to say suspicious? Let me know in the comments down below as well. Riddle. Diasomnia's teachings have nothing to do with this Sebek is a special case. Oh. Define special. Like, could go on a murdering rampage special? Or is, like, incredibly smart at one specific thing special? Like, Riddle can memorize stuff really well special? Or, like, what kind of special are we talking about? Is he? I recall you being rather aloof when we first matriculated as well. Matriculated. Surely I wasn't that bad. Now, Sebek, I have some advice for you as a fellow countryman. Wait. I said it out loud, but it didn't feel quite right. Now, Sebek, I have some advice for you as a fellow countryman. Countryman? Like patriot? Is that what they mean by countryman? Like you're you're a patriot for your country sort of countryman? Or like literally living in the countryside? Or what? Correct your attitude at once. Correct your attitude at once. It is because of people like you that Diasonia's reputation suffers. Probably true. Probably true, man. I love the OST, though. I will not be reprimanded by you, Silver. Indeed, I have done nothing wrong. Okay, now we have to discuss what wrong means. Technically, you haven't done anything wrong, but you have, like, been kind of disrespectful, accusing Riddle Rosehearts, the house warden for Hearts Labule, of being a spy sent to uncover your dorm's secrets. I wouldn't say that's wrong, but that's definitely disrespectful. How do these two know each other? What? If you have some sort of complaint, then state it. Oh, I love the OST though. Oh, it's gone. Ahem. Forgive me for interrupting your little sparring match, but would you mind if we began our tour of the Equestrian Club now? Hell yeah. Do your thing, Riddle. I'm all ears. And eyes. Though I was a bit dismayed by the audacity Sebek displayed as a mere freshman, I understand that every dorm has its own customs and ways of thinking. Okay. So while Riddle may not, and I'm answering my own potential question. So while Riddle may not impose the Queen of Hearts' rules on outside of Hearts Labule, do you think there are definitely times he probably wants to, right? Assuming he can't or doesn't. He definitely thinks about it, right? However, the same is true for the Equestrian Club. If you intend to join us, you will need to adhere to our ideology. Hell yeah. Great. Very well. Now then, eyes and ears open, freshman. Yes, sir. Our tour is about to begin. I will go over the fundamentals of this club, so listen well. I'm listening. I've now covered both ears with my headphones. What sets the Equestrian Club apart from others is chiefly our relationship with animals. I don't cover one of my ears, so I can be aware of my surroundings. Even the slightest error in judgment can invite a disastrous accident. This is a dangerous sport. Yeah. People can get killed by horses. It happens more often than you think. Well, actually, no. Riddle probably thinks it does happen often. He probably knows. Yeah. Dangerous sport. Furthermore, the horses themselves are equally at risk, being prone to injury if mishandled. Hell yeah. Good to know. Love the information, man. A horse requires the same delicate touch as, say, a croquette flamingo or a hedgehog. Good to know. Does Riddle only Is Riddle only gentle with those three animals and nothing else? Or is he like an animal person deep down? He screams like he's an animal lover deep down, man. In this club, your upperclassman's word is law, and for your safety you are obliged to obey. Do I make myself clear? Yes, sir. You say jump, I ask how high. Yes, I vow to obey any orders within reason. You change your tune rather quickly. I see you take riding seriously, if nothing else. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. The problem with saying within reason, though, is that that's like subjective based on purely what you consider within reason. That's the one problem. Naturally, it is an essential skill if I am to serve under Malleus. This club is at the top of my list. Okay. Why would you need to know how to ride a horse to serve under Malleus? I mean, it makes sense if they don't have cars, obviously. That makes sense if they don't. It would also make sense if they do have cars. I would not be surprised. But like, is that why? Because they don't have cars, so they like to draw a carriage? I'm trying to think of why you'd need, in what seems like a relatively modern age, why you'd need to like know how to ride a horse so well to serve under a dude who unfortunately doesn't get invited or gets lost to a lot of things. It's either one or the other. I'm pretty sure it's either he doesn't get invited, which sad if it does, if that's what it is, or it's either he gets lost. It's one of those two, I'm pretty sure. However, I wish to see the other club members' skill before I decide whether or not to join. Valid, I guess? If I am to make myself maximally useful to Malleus, I would be better served by weight training and riding with a bunch of amateurs. I read it in my head, but I forgot to read it out loud. I've gotten a lot better since I've been doing all these vignettes. But sometimes I forget. And riding with a bunch of amateurs, I guess that's fair. I don't like his eyes. In this shot right here, his eyes look... Huh, can I zoom in? Oh. I can zoom in. I didn't realize I could actually... It kind of works kind of well so far. Like, he looks like a snake. Sebek. Why does that sound like the name of a snake? I don't know, man. Anyways, moving on. A fair assessment, if dangerously discourteous, yeah. Hell yeah. Oh wait, I forgot to read again. I was so locked in, I didn't even think to read it. I'm gonna read it again, out loud. I invite you then to judge for yourself if our club meets your standards. Yeah. Hell yeah. Let me zoom out again. But apologies, Silver, but would you mind if I rode first? Go ahead, man. Right away. It's all up to you. Not at all, go for it. Alright. Then I'll get to it. Hell yeah. The saddle looks to be appropriately situated. I apologize for the wait, Vorpal. I will let you gallop to your heart's content now. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Vorpal. Did he name the horse Vorpal? If so, that's kind of adorable. If he didn't, he should probably rename the horse, honestly. Well, actually, no. No, the horse is probably used to being called Vorpal at this point. Fair enough. Hell yeah. Let the horse run free, man. Let Vorpal run free, bro. Whinny. I'm not gonna try to do a whinny sound. Yeah. He's fast and he can make a triple bar with ease, all while maintaining flawless posture, of course. Riddle is anything if not flawless. Wait, does that make sense? If he's if Riddle is nothing else, it's that he's flawless at least. Damn, that's some dope art though. He looks majestic just on the horse, bro. I love how I love how it looks like Vorpal's just eyeing the camera like, yeah, see what I can do, man? That's what it looks like to me. A triple bar with ease. All Riddle Rosehart has trained relentlessly to achieve perfect grinding technique. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, oh this OC. He is even more skilled than I am in terms of his handling finesse. Ooh, interesting. In fact, competing with him has helped me push many of my own skills to new heights. Hell yeah. So he's like... So Riddle is probably the pinnacle. At the school, at least. The pinnacle of this. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay, that's pretty cool. As long as he actually enjoys this, because like, I do remember what his mom is like. Does he genuinely enjoy this, or is it like he was forced to do this and now he's come to enjoy it sort of situation? I am curious about that. Is this like one of the few things he was able to decide for himself? I don't know. Whoa there, stop. Excellent work as usual, Vorpal. Hell yeah. Well, what is your verdict, freshman? I'm ready to submit my entry application immediately, sir. Hell yeah. Good. Rather hasty, don't you think? Man, Riddle. You already completed paperwork? Normally, freshmen only submit an application after reviewing all the prospective clubs. I gotta respect that Sebek knows what he wants, what he's doing. He has a plan. I do appreciate that. But Riddle, man. You should be glad that he called you sir and that he's ready to go. In fact, of all people to be impressed, Riddle should be impressed that he's ready. He's firm in his decision, but also I guess, yeah, it is kind of hasty. I don't need a break, YouTube. I'm working here, man. Don't be absurd. What if I were just a minute late only to find that the club is already at capacity? Valid. That's actually valid, man. That's actually incredibly valid. Single minded and straight as an arrow, I see. Yeah, I can see him being straight. No matter if you've made up your mind, then I will hand your application over to our advisor. Who's your advisor? Who's the advisor of this club, actually? It's probably not this guy. But, what if the advisor is fucking, the guy Cruella? Who's Cruella, whose design I love, by the way, man. Like, that I could unironically see him being the, advisor for the equestrian club, but I doubt it's him. See what you do. Or, I mean, thank you, sir. Damn. Welcome to the equestrian club, Sebek. I expect great things from you. Okay. Okay, it makes sense, actually, why he's being all sir and all that. Like, he respects not only authority, probably, but he also respects, like, strength, I'm guessing, in a way. Maybe not physical strength. He probably does appreciate that. But he probably appreciates someone who's like a master, so to speak, of their field in that way. Maybe. I expect great things from you. Me too, man. Me too. And that's it. That's the Riddle Ceremonial Robes Vignette. I enjoyed this a lot. This was a lot of fun. It was fun to see Riddle in his, like, more relaxed environment like this. Are there more either events or vignettes that involve him and the equestrian club? Just out of curiosity. And if so, Are they spoilers? Because I'd be down to see Riddle in the Equestrian Club. I want to see what, because we see him as like the house warden, and we see him as like a student, but we don't really see him except for this one time as like a member of the Equestrian Club, seeing him be competitive and stuff like that, like this. So, let me know. I asked a lot of questions this episode, this reaction, I mean, not episode, not yet, not until December. But yeah, please answer all the questions that you can if you know the answer. I appreciate it a lot, as always. I genuinely do appreciate all the comments and the engagement with all that, man. It means a lot, especially because these are the only reactions I'm able to do, really. Because all the other stuff I do, like, I have to do reviews for anime and stuff like that. So the situation's not ideal, being honest here. But it works, and the Twisted-Wonderland reactions are also very fun. But they also are just very, very enjoyable to do, and I enjoy reactions way more than I do reviews, so there's that. But yeah, I am gonna wrap it up here. As always, make sure you check out the Patreon down below for early access to all my Twisted-Wonderland reactions that I do. I probably will not be putting the anime season 2 on early access because I upload and record same day, all that jazz. But yeah. And of course, also, all the early access stuff, as I always say, it will come over here, of course, for free, eventually. But they will also remain on Patreon if you ever want to go back to them over there, just to, like, hang out there. Because I think Patreon has a kind of a better website design than YouTube in some cases. But what do I know, man? I'm just a guy on the internet that talks a lot. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hype the video on YouTube mobile app if you have access to that feature. Helps me out a lot. And comment down below, as I said. Share the video. Do all that good jazz. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Until next time. May this work. Never stop being yourself. Stay safe out there, and I will see all you incredible people in the very next video.